So, as you can see, the key aspects of CGMP compliance are, one of them is proper documentation and proper records. Okay, if it is not recorded, it basically never happens according to the CGMP inspectors. It is also important that all actions, all events, all decisions relating to the quality of the products must be recorded at the appropriate level of details in a controlled way. The second key aspect of CGMP compliance is control of material, including raw ingredients or raw material. This refers to ensuring that all material used, whether they are the raw material or the components such as bottles, stoppers, packaging material, and so on, are of sufficient quality and traceable. We can trace where it comes from, when we receive, and what's the condition of the sample, okay, at the time of receipt, etc. As control of material. Key aspect number 3 of GMP compliance is thorough housekeeping and cleaning. So, as part of CGMP requirements, people who work in an orderly, or people must work in an orderly and methodical way, that the work areas are neat and tidy, and there is segregation or separation, okay, between tasks, okay, where required. So this is segregation in terms of space, I'm guessing. Okay, so in one particular space or one particular area cannot have more than one activity or process, and that could lead to confusion or cross-contamination. So this will reduce the potential of errors and mixed up to occur. Point number 4, as the key aspect of GMP, is responsible personal behavior. So this includes areas such as reporting incidents in the area and errors immediately, or behaving appropriately in any control area. So this is a responsible personal behavior of the staff in the company. Point number 5 for GMP compliance is process control at all steps, meaning at this level control relates to ensuring that all parameters are controlled throughout the manufacturing process. For example, the time required the process to occur, the temperature at which point it happens, the pH, and the reporting immediately if there is a noticeable drift or deviation or any adverse trends. And then the next point is maintenance of equipments. So this involves ensuring all equipment used in the manufacturing is fit for the purpose, okay, and is clean and maintained and calibrated and verified as appropriate, and labeled as well as recorded as such. So this is supported through signing initial and ongoing validation. Initial validation and ongoing validation. Any equipment that's not fit for purpose should be ideally removed or clearly labeled as to not causing confusion to the staff that is working in the area. So overall, what are the benefits of complying with the CGMP? Well, CGMP outline quality system that reduce or prevents errors. It ensures products are safe for use by human. CGMP prevents and control contamination as well as cross-contamination. It minimizes variation in potency of the drug if you're talking about pharmaceutical products. Okay. CGMP also ensure reproducible physiological activity. Again, this is more related towards medicinal products. CGMP prevents side effect toxicity due to variation in drug content and potency. Again, I'm sorry, this is more related to pharmaceutical company. It's also relevant for misleading and adulteration or basically contamination, okay, resulting in poor quality of our product. Lastly, what is the consequence if company is not following or not in compliance with CGMP that they have promised to the customer to be compliant? Well, the first consequence is adulteration. Basically, the company producing food or drug will be deemed to be adulterated if the method used for its manufacturing, its processing, packaging, and holding do not conform with CGMP. So adulteration here basically destruction or contamination, yeah, of the products. Okay. The second consequence is legal. Okay, this could start from a simple warning, okay, in the beginning, and then up to the company closure and debarment from doing any similar business. The third consequence is business consequence, where number one, it can be very expensive to do recalls, can also lead to loss of sales, bad publicity, and potential harms to customer, which can result in various legal consequences. Okay, that's mainly the points for compliance of current good manufacturing processes, good manufacturing practices in food company.